Welcome, Jan Britt. I am so excited to talk to you today about your Best of Cobb nomination and your role in the West Cobb Business Association and all of the things you do in the community. Welcome. Thank you for joining.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Wonderful. So, just so I don't get it wrong, because I know the list is so long, why don't you tell us and our listeners a little bit about all the things that you do in the community? You wear so many hats.
Well, as far as the West Cobb Business Association, what I've really enjoyed in the past, not only just being involved with the meetings and encouraging people with that, but it's called the Reading Brigade, where you take all of these professionals in our group and whoever decides to volunteer, and we go to different classrooms and different schools and read to the children. Reading is so important. If they can read, they can do anything in life. And so organizing that in the past has been wonderful. And the nicest, we have the best people in the West Cobb Business Association. They care, dependable, they do what they say they're going to do, and they smile and they love kids and they love people. You can't beat that. We have one of the best groups, I think, in the whole area. And
Oh,
they
that's
just,
so sweet. Well, we love your leadership in that and the fact that we brought that back this year. And I'm so thrilled to be back in the school setting on occasion. And thank you for that leadership. But that's not all you do. That's just one little snippet. Tell us about your business and how you became nominated for this great, hopefully, award, both with your teaching and with your interior design.
Thank you for that. Yes, I want to tell you one more thing. I also belong to the Window Coverings Association of America. I do curtains, and we make these what's called anti-ouch pouches. They're pouches. They look like purses for cancer patients, for women, for breast cancer, or men have breast cancer too sometimes. But it's a little pouch that it keeps it from hurting their chest, and is a little safety and comfort thing. And so I'm really proud of heading that up too, for women through the UCAA. Now, as far as I'm so proud to have been nominated for 2 different categories. I am thrilled about this. I thought, wow, you feel really humbled that this opportunity took place for you. One of them is interior design firm. I am an interior designer. And the other one is education. And I teach at Kennesaw State. Geez, over 24 years I've been there.
Wow.
It's a long time. And what an honor to be nominated. I mean, out of all the instructors, it's just wonderful. It's something that I appreciate. Now, let me tell you a little bit about that, I'm finding that for people under interior design firm. What you're going to do is look for kids, education, and then scroll down to college and university local professor that's how you find that. And
gotcha.
then
that's on the voting site, on the Best of Cobb 2024 voting site, correct?
Thank you for saying that. Mm-hmm. I appreciate that. Thank you. And after you look under college, university, local professor, you look under Jan Britt, KSU. CPE.
Great. We'll put a link in our comments directly to that, because I know it can get a little confusing scrolling on that site.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for saying that. Also, the interior design firm, it's under services. Go to services first, and then interior design firm, and that's when you'll see Jan Britt Interiors. And you can vote right there for Jan Britt Interiors. And my goal, I just really appreciate this opportunity. I would love to teach even more classes. I'd love to have more online classes for people and help them, because education is important to me in every aspect of my work.
Oh, well, it sounds like you might have answered my next question, which is, what is your favorite part of your job?
Making an environment for people to feel so comfortable and so welcome and feel like, wow, look what at my house. I mean, I've accomplished my life. I mean, this is so good. And I want to have people over now. I think I want to have people to enjoy it with me. I'm so proud of how it looks. And the other part is in education is that people can do it themselves. I teach people how to do it yourself with the Interior Decorating 101 class or the Advanced Interior Design class, to do it step by step on how to do it, but yet to encourage them. And I also help people who want to get into the interior design, staging, or window treatment business I show them how to do it step by step. I have classes on how to do it. And on being a stager, there's so many different aspects now since things have changed a little bit with the economy and with the housing market. So being a stager, you have to really know your stuff and you have to know how things change. And such as a long time ago in staging, we had that you had to paint every single wall, all the neutral colors, but things changed. And you don't have to paint every single wall anymore, the neutral colors, because of the economy, things changed. And then another thing that really changed was when there were so many houses on the market, all you had to do was open the door and the house is sold. You don't have to do anything hardly at all, except for higher end homes you had to. And now you have to do a little bit more than you had to before. And see, that's my job, to keep up with all the different trends, not just in staging, but in education, how things change on that, and also on the interior design field. Boy, that changes all the time too. But that's where my podcasts come in, my going to different locations for education comes in. I take a lot of classes for learning, and that way I can teach more efficiently.
Wonderful, wonderful. How did you get into this business?
Well, first of all, when I was really young, I love to do crafts. I love crafts and I love people. And I love to say, hey, I'll show you how to do it. And, like, well, sure, come on, I'll teach you how to do it. I've done that since I was a really little girl. And I have enjoyed that. And so then it just went on with not only, going to college and education, but it's different avenues. Everything I do kind of relates to each other. And so it's just an offshoot, like the staging's an offshoot of design and education. One of the assets that I have is communication skills. Because of that, that helps me to have people, my clients and my students will understand the step by step. Instead of skipping a whole bunch, what was she talking about? Maybe a little more, too much detail, depends on the person. Sometimes I have to cut the detail back, but I do a lot of detail because I want them to understand what I'm doing and why I'm doing it.
Got it. Why don't you give us a quick 2-minute lesson on something related to interior design, maybe something you've taught recently, or just a snippet so we get a glimpse into your teaching methods.
Okay. Well, I just did a class at the America's Mart at Left Bank Art, and I talked a lot about pictures and about how to hang them and what kind and size and scale. One of the things you really need to do with pictures or artwork is when you put it above the top of a couch, you want to have some space to visually see it and separate between the couch and the picture. And there are many different methods, like 3 to 5 inches from the top of the couch to the bottom of the picture, to all the way to 15 inches, depends on the situation and the type of art that you're going to use. Now, you want to make sure the picture is very, very secure in there, but the size of the picture, when you're doing everyday life, you should try to do 3/4 the distance of the couch or the bed or whatever it might be to 100%, unless you're doing staging. If you're doing staging, then you want to go 3/4 the distance of a couch to give the illusion that the couch is larger than it is, to make the room look larger, because you want to have a smaller couch to make the room look bigger if you can. However, if you have got a couch, like, man, this couch is too big. It's too big for this room. You can't get another couch. Then you go 100% of the couch in order to give the illusion that the couch is smaller. You do illusional aspect and you do visual aspect, not just for design, for staging, even window treatments, you do illusion aspects on it to make it give the look you need to have for what the client needs and for the visuals that you need to have too. Another thing is hanging the picture. There's so many ways. There's these things on the back of the pictures now called D-rings, these little, they're nothing but a pain. And so many times you see on there, and please do not use a wire. And so that means you better not use wire, because it will break, because the frames are not made like they used to. So you take I have a special way designed that I teach my students now on how to put the picture up easily without like 15 minutes of measuring to make sure it's exactly equal and it fits the hooks exactly perfect too. And I have a product I love that's called a monkey hook, because I could do a commercial for them. They're very, very good products, and you have to get the right 75, 100 pounds for the monkey hooks to hold them up. But you need to have art. Art represents your personality. It represents who you are. It represents your decorating style. And sometimes it represents your budget. It just depends on what you want to buy it. and how wonderful. It doesn't matter to me if you have a very high-end budget or if you have a very 200, doesn't matter to me. I want to help everyone and take the products. I can make a house look so good without spending a ton of money. Plus, I know where to shop. I know where to get the deals. All right. I love it when I can save my clients money. It makes me look good. Okay. so they can get more. All right. That's what it is.
Well, wonderful. So it sounds like there really is a science behind your art. I love to hear all of the ratios and numbers that you sort of put together throughout the years. And you were definitely the expert in our area. And I wish you well. So one more time, tell us the 2 categories you're nominated for and remind everyone to vote.
Okay, sure. Okay. Interior design firm is what it is. It's under services. And then kids, education, college, university, and local professor for interior design for a KSU, Britt KSU. And
well, congrats. Congrats. And everyone has until January 5th to vote. You can vote with every email address you have every single day, and every vote is registered. And so we encourage all of our WCBA members to vote for our friends and network connectors. And let's see some WCBA winners on this list.
I hope you do one more thing. I have my picture where you vote. My picture's right there.
Okay, wonderful. Well, thank you, Jan. I appreciate the time.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks so much.